Yeah. Yeah. All right. We are live on YouTube. How's everyone doing today? How are you all doing today? It is hot. Whoo, man. It's hot, but not as hot as it is further inland. It was much hotter at the house and clear across town right by the bay. It's only about 90 degrees, 89, 90 degrees. Where none of these people are coming right in my path, so I'm gonna wait for them. Yeah, it's 90 degrees, but it's like 110 plus in areas of the East Bay area. I'm on the peninsula, which is typically known as the West Bay, but they don't call it the West Bay. They call it the peninsula. And we're right by the water, so we have those crosswinds, the Pacific Ocean and the San Francisco Bay, and the Golden Gate Bridge is the gateway to the Pacific Ocean from the San Francisco Bay. But there's a nice breeze, and it just doesn't even feel 90 degrees. It feels like it's probably about 80, 85 at the most. That's what it feels like, but it's actually 90. Anyway, I'm sure my phone's going to dim again. I hope I can see it a lot better today. But how are you all doing? Welcome to the show. It's great to see you all here. I've got a very special show to present here today. I'm going to be talking about a longtime person I've known out here on YouTube that I still would like to consider a friend. And that is none other than RJ Sandefur. This is episode number 755 of Walking with Purpose Live. And the title of this show is RJ Sandefur, in the honor of your late father and mine. Please listen. One more time. RJ Sandefur, in the honor of your late father and mine, please listen. Now, I want to make this very clear at the very beginning of the show. This is not a joke. This is not a game. This is not a ploy. This is how I honestly feel. I've known this guy. I've known RJ for almost 6 years now. And over the last 6 years, and I hate to say it, that other group forced him to flip-flop back and forth between their group and our group. And I've never been one to make people choose sides. You can go wherever you want to go, but when it comes to this one group, we are so far apart with our content that you have to pick a side. Like their content is way different than ours. It is absolutely not in alignment at all with what we're doing over here. And when I first met RJ Sandefur, and I still believe this to be true today, he is far more in alignment with what we do over here than what they do over there. Hold on, give me a second here. I can't even see. Jesus, man, what the hell? Give me a second here. I can't see a damn thing. Give me a second. Now this bar is on the screen. Change the tone. And I can't even see to turn it off. There should be like an X somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's a check mark. All right. All right, we're good now. Sorry about that, folks. I apologize. So anyway, RJ Sandefur has always been more in alignment with what we do over here. He's a God-loving man like I am. His father, his late father, was a very God-loving man, just like my late father was. And you know, RJ, I really hope you take this stream seriously. I hope you listen to the whole thing. I'm sure you will, because you're tagged in. And I really hope that you truly understand not only where I'm coming from here, but many other people here in this chat that really care about your well-being and know that you're far more in alignment with what we do over here than that other group that's been toying with you, right? See, RJ, I've never done anything wrong to you, and these people have led you to believe that I've done something wrong to you or forced you to stay away from their group. I've never forced anyone to do anything, but like I said at the beginning of the show, we are very far apart regarding what we do. That other group and our group here, we're not even close. We're too far apart. We're too far apart. And you see, RJ, what you don't understand, and maybe you do, I'm sure, RJ, you know what these people have done to me for the last 6 years. And you say you're tired of hearing it? You say you're tired of hearing it, so are you discrediting what they've done to me and what they've done to you too, RJ? Here's the thing. I'm not trying to rehash it, but you had somebody write a letter to your aunt regarding your YouTube behavior. They went real life on you. I've never gone real life on you, RJ. These people now that you're supposedly wanting to work with or participate with have gone real life on you, just like they've done the same thing to me. Yet you're valuing them more than us. I don't get it. I honestly think that you're afraid. I put out a poll on my community wall, RJ, and the majority was saying the reason why you're over there is because you're afraid that that group is going to attack you or sue you or whatever. And they're not going to do any of that, RJ. They're using that as a controlling mechanism, RJ. That's the truth of the matter. And if you can't see that, I don't know what to tell you, man. Why would I fight for you and the honor of both of our late fathers? That is a bonding moment for us. We've always bonded because we shared that together. Your father passed away when you were younger, and my father passed away all of a sudden when I was 35, like 14 years ago. Almost 15 years ago. So I'm 50 now. We bonded over that, RJ. And to be honest with you, and I'm not lying here, RJ, I'm telling you the truth. And what they're going to do is they're going to tell you every hateful thing possible about me to try to keep you from coming to work with us. And I really wish at some point you would just tell these people to F off and stop playing their games on you and come home where you belong, dude. This is your home, bro. Home is where the heart is at. These are people here that really care about you, dude. They really care about you. I'll tell you how much I care about you, RJ. I unblocked you and remoderated you. You're welcome to come back. I really hope you do. And I'm fighting for you, RJ, because I'm tired of you being tossed around like a salad. I'm tired of you being tossed around like a salad, RJ. There are so many times this has gone back and forth, and every time I say, you know what, I'm done with you, RJ, because you keep flipping. But you know what? I can't get over it, dude, because it's not your fault. This has never been your fault. You are a blind man with Asperger's, a form of autism. And these people are preying on the vulnerabilities that you're easily manipulated. They've manipulated you every time. Every time, RJ, they've manipulated you to go back there. I just think you're scared. You think these people are going to sue you. No one's going to sue anyone, RJ. What are they going to sue you for? You don't have, RJ, you're on disability. There's not much to take from you. What are they going to sue you for? Are they going to sue a disabled man, a blind and autistic man? Do you think they're going to sue that? Sorry, do you think they're going to sue you? Do you know how much crap they would get if they sued you? They would look back. They would look bad publicly. They're not going to sue you, RJ. They're using that as a controlling mechanism. And you're letting them do that to you. And you know what, dude? That's what really pisses me off, dude. Because no one's controlling you here. No one controls anyone here. All we're saying is that between that group and our group, we're too far apart. We're too far apart. And that group has taken so much from me. I'm not here to talk about them because I'm done with them. Like, they're done with me. They're finally trying to ice me out. And so am I. But if I need to refer to it for context, I will. I don't care. I'm going to say what I need to say when I want to say it. I don't care. And they can ice me out. It's all good. If I need to refer to them at times, I will. But I'm not going to make them all my content. But they've been a big part of my lack of success over the last 6 years. So I'll talk about them when I need to. Hey, AZ Prod, how you doing, bro? Audio and video good? It's a beautiful day out here, it is. Like, look at this, man. See, this is why I've been coming to the trail lately, because it's really hot on the other side of town. It's like when I got into my car at the house, it said 107, but that's not true. The car was sitting there. As I started to drive closer to over here, it got down to under 100. So it's about 95. It was like 98 degrees actually at the peak. I saw on the Weather Channel app earlier. And it's like when I got here, it was like 89, 90. And it's going to start to come down. But with the breeze here, it feels nice. You see, when you have this much heat and you're right by the water and you got the breeze, it's still warm. Don't get me wrong, it's warm. But the breeze makes a big difference. It really does. Hey, Lucy, how are you doing? Welcome to the show. She says, evening, Eli. Hey, AZ. Yeah, hey, Lucy, do you know who RJ Sandefur is? Have you heard of RJ Sandefur? Yeah, today's show, now, folks, you can talk about whatever you want. If you want to ask, any types of questions, dating, marriage, business, whatever. You want to talk about Donald Trump and Joe Biden and how they're acting like little kids. Even though I like Joe Biden, I mean, that last debate was just, oh, man. God, we can talk about whatever. But this show is primarily dedicated to RJ Sandefur. And we would really like to see you come back to where your true home is. Now, your true home is your channel, RJ. But you want to know something? My channel's here on YouTube along with Don. I want everyone to think of our channels as their second home. Everyone has their own home, right? On YouTube and in the real world, right? But we want you folks to look at our channels as your second home because that's how we treat people here. That's how we treat people here. Now, the only people that are not welcome in our home are disrespectful people. If you're disrespectful to our home, we're going to kick your ass out. But for good people like you, RJ, I know you're a good person. I know deep within, RJ, I know you want to be back here. You're just scared to come back. You're scared that those women are going to come after you. And then you're scared that man is going to come after you. They're not going to come after you. Listen, they got what they wanted. They got Amber. They got Patty. It's all good. They can have them. They were see those two people, Amber and Patty. They were they were initially a part of that group, so it's not a big deal. You were initially a part of my group, and I was a part of your group before they even knew about your existence. So why won't they just let you go, RJ? Why don't you just let go of it? Because I know you really don't want to be there. See, RJ, these people don't give a shit about you. They want to use you as a way to try to piss me off, even though they say they're not talking about me anymore, even though they say that they're icing me out. They're still going to try to keep you and others away from me and us here. And I'm going to fight otherwise, because I know you're worth it, and I respect you, and I consider you a good friend, and I miss having you here, and so does Don, and so does everyone else. If you folks miss having RJ here, put a 1 in the chat. Let us know. Okay? Do you think this is where RJ should be? I have heard of him, says Lucy. This is where you should be, RJ. Because, RJ, if you can't see that we've helped you more over here consistently than any other group of people you've been involved with, I don't know what to tell you. Every time you and I have done shows together, they get a lot of traction. And I've always promoted you. I've always brought you on my channel. Every time you and I have gotten together, RJ, your channel has grown and you've gotten lots of views. And then what happens? That other group comes in. Those women come in along with that man, and then they manipulate you. They sweet talk you, and they remind you of, you know, a letter that was sent to your aunt, and then they make you feel like if you don't go there, they're going to chastise you. Like, that's not cool, you know? You can't let people control you like that, RJ. You just can't do that. That's just ridiculous, right? And you know that's the truth, RJ. I would never do that to you. Neither would Don. We would never do that to you. We never have done that to you. We've never done anything wrong to you. And see, you know what's really frustrating, RJ, is you're letting these people lead you to believe that I'm a big piece of shit, when I've always cared more about you than any other YouTube creator out here, and you know that. You know it. You know it. Yeah, you're going to shut me out. Yeah, you're going to say, oh, yeah, I got Eli. I heard your stream, RJ. I did send you a couple private messages on Facebook. Yeah, I did hear Eli's messages, but I haven't responded. Why? Because you feel obligated to that group that abandoned you, RJ? RJ, when they infiltrated, you and I were working together again about a month ago. They started to infiltrate that again, and they came around for 1 or 2 shows, gave you a false sense of hope with some fake numbers. They brought all the people there. They brought the whole group there. And what happened after that? Once they broke you up with me again, they left. And then you had 2 or 3 people in your box every day. So they abuse you every time, RJ. You let these people abuse you. This is exactly what's happening, RJ. You know it. You know this is what's happening. You let these people come in, break up something great that we have, and then for a day or 2, they come and support you, give you a false sense of growth and a false sense of hope that you're going to grow, because they bring all their people there, and then all of a sudden they don't bring their people anymore. After a few days, your numbers go down, and then you're left high and dry. How do you feel about that, RJ? I've never left you high and dry. Have I ever left you high and dry, RJ? I've never left you high and dry. Ever. Ever. One, he should definitely be here. Well, thank you, Lucy. AZ Prot says 1. Thank you so much to the 29 people that are here. There are streams tonight. that dude is doing a show, doing his best to ice me out. And I'm sure Tiffany's going to rebroadcast me again. I really wish you would stop, Tiff. Tiff, if you continue to do those rebroadcasts, then you and I are going to have some issues. Because I'll tell you what, Tiff, if you continue to live and die off my name like this group, then I'll tell you what, Tiff, you have no idea what you're dealing with. And if you think, Tiff, mark my words, I don't hate you. I think you've got a great man. I think you do take him for granted. I hope you stop taking him for granted. But besides that, this has nothing to do with him. I respect him. I have zero respect for you right now, Tiff, because of your behavior and what you're doing. You're acting like a little kid, right? But I would prefer, Tiff, that we would be on better terms. I would prefer that you would knock it off, right? Start acting more maturely. Stop doing this crap, and maybe we can reconnect along with RJ Sandefur and the rest of the people here and do something more positive. I think that would be great. Can you do that, Tiff? Are you capable of doing that? Tiff, you can criticize me all you want. You can call me little man. I don't give a shit if you call me little man, bald man. I don't care if you call me moobs. I don't give a shit what the fuck you call me. Those are just words. Those are just words, Tiff. Tiff, you know, growing up, they would always tell us, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. You gotta I live by those words, Tiff, because all you're saying are a bunch of words that are fucking meaningless. They're meaningless, right? They don't matter. Because like I've always told people, Tiff, like I've always told people, the only opinion of yourself that really matters is your own. Hey, Felice Johnson with the $1.99 super sticker, super chat. Sorry, super chat. It's a super chat with no message. Thank you so much. It's $2.53 because you're from a different country. Thank you so much for that. Much love. How you doing? Welcome to the show. Felice Johnson, I can see the screen a little better today, so I actually cleaned the screen. I think the screen is dim, but I can see it better because I actually cleaned it. I used Monster Screen Cleaner. Go to Amazon, folks, and get Monster Screen Cleaner. Buy the bigger bottle. I forgot how many ounces it is. There's a 2-ounce bottle, and then there's like a 6-ounce bottle. Get the 6-ounce bottle. It's a better value. And clean your screen once a day. It works on TV screens. It works on your smartphones, iPhone, Android. It works on laptop and desktop screens. Monster Screen Clean. I've been using that shit for almost 20 years. It's great stuff. The same company that makes Monster Cable, high quality audio and video cables for homes and cars. Thank you again for your super chat, Felice. AZ Prod says, thanks, Felice. I can feel that sun right on me. I'll tell you, if I didn't have my shades on, I'd be blind right now. Like, just take a look at this. Take a look at that. That is some blinding sun. Feels good. Feels real good. You know, RJ, here's the thing. And folks, whatever you folks want to talk about, you know, put your comments in the chat and I'll respond to whatever's on your mind. This is like a free-for-all type of show. Typically these walks, you can pretty much most of the time ask anything. Sometimes we laser focus on the topic, but today I just wanted to dedicate this show to RJ. And I want to try to, you know, put a strong message out that we miss you, dude, and we care about you, and we really We really would like you to come back home where you belong. This is your second home here, dude. You know it. You know it is. And you and I, we've talked so many times about our upbringing. You and I had a very similar upbringing. You and I both lost our fathers prematurely, right? You lost your father when you were a bit younger than me. I lost my father at age 34, almost 35. And we relate to that, dude. That's a beautiful bonding moment amongst us men. And, RJ, here's the thing. If you want to take that beautiful bonding moment away from myself and yourself, then so be it, dude. And listen, I don't care how weird it sounds. Men, we have emotions too. And you know what? We care. Good men are going to care about people. Even another man friend, we're going to care about you, right? Even if you take that away from me, RJ, I'll still never forget it. And I'll always respect it and appreciate it. But if I didn't give a shit, RJ, I wouldn't try. I'm trying because I give a shit. We care about you over here. You know what I really wish you would do, RJ, is just give us another chance, dude. It's like we've done nothing to you. Give us another chance. Let's do a show, RJ. And RJ, here's the thing. If we're going to do a show together, you can't let these people come in and infiltrate it. Here's the thing. Whoops. That was a squirrel. I had to wait for it to cross. You can't allow these people to infiltrate the chat. If we start to work on some stuff together, RJ, then you got to decide that, hey, I'm all in this time working with Eli and his group of people. They've gotten me the furthest. And it's always been a positive and an experience that's always moved the needle forward, because it has. You got to go all in on that and not let any other distractions from the other side stop the forward progress. Oops, sorry. Sorry, my selfie stick was twisting for a second. Felice Johnson, any advice on overcoming problems with sleep? Yeah, what's the temperature? It's about 90 degrees here. It's much hotter inland. But I'm right by the San Francisco Bay. And Redwood City, we have a great microclimate. We're right by the Pacific Ocean and the SF Bay, right in the middle. So we have that crosswind. But in the East Bay, it's like 110, 115. Same in the Valley, Central Valley, it's like 110, 115. Like, it's hot here, but it's like 15 to 25 degrees hotter other places. And that's scorching hot. It's hot, but this is nothing compared to how it is elsewhere. Don and I are very, very fortunate to be living here in Redwood City. In downtown, I mentioned it before, I'll say it again, there's a sign that says climate best by government tests. Redwood City has the #1 climate in the U.S. and the 3rd best climate in the world. It's a true fact. I'm not trying to show up, it's just a fact. So, yeah. So, Felice Johnson, right? Any advice on insomnia? Well, I've struggled with it before in the past. And I think what affects people from getting a good night's sleep is not going to bed with a clear head. Like for me, in the past, and I still struggle with it at times, please. Please correct me if I mispronounce your name. I still struggle with it at times, but I've gotten better. What's caused my insomnia is having too much to do, not feeling accomplished, feeling like I left too much on the table to do for the next day. Because, we all have tasks, right? We all have tasks. And let's say I have 20 tasks to do today. And let's say that I had planned to get all 20 done. But at the end of the day, I only got 10 done. But then I have another 20 to do tomorrow. And if I leave the 10 to overlap till tomorrow I'm going to have 30 tasks, right? And when I'll start to overthink that my next day is going to be overloaded, so it affects me from going to sleep. I think when people are overloaded and they feel like they didn't get enough done on their list that particular day, and it's going to carry over and make their load even larger the next day, I think that's what affects people's sleep. At least that's what's affected mine. And what's the solution, in my opinion? Listen, I'm not a doctor or anything. I'll give you my opinion on what's worked for me. There are times where I stay up later to finish my whole list. So, for example, let's say I had 20 things to do, and it's now 10 o'clock at night, and people typically will go to bed around that time. Some people go to bed around 11 or midnight, right? And let's say I still have 10 more tasks to do, but I've got 20 more tomorrow. Instead of going to bed at 10 o'clock, I stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning, and I will finish the other 10 tasks in the middle of the night. And then at least, I can get to bed and sleep from like 2 a.m. in the morning till like 8 o'clock in the morning and get at least 6 hours of sleep. Now, I'm self-employed, so I can sleep in as long as I want. So, sometimes I'll go to bed at 2 in the morning after completing all my tasks, and I'll get up at 9 or 10 in the morning. But some people work a day job and they can't do that. And if that's the case, then, I'd still stay up and get the tasks done. Because if you don't, you're going to get zero sleep. If you get the tasks done, at least you'll get 4 hours of good sleep because your mind will be cleared. That's just my opinion. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a sleep expert. But I can share with you what's worked for me. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. It's terribly hot here. Oh. You're in Northern California too, huh? Are you in Southern California? Or you in like it? I don't know. You don't have to say where you're at, because we don't want people figuring out. We don't even know who you really are. You're Lucy. I don't even know who you are. I'm just grateful. You're from Granny's watching group, and God bless you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. There's more fleece, right? Lucy, I try and read. If that doesn't work, Tylenol PM. Oh, you know what? Thanks for reminding me, Lucy. Fleece Johnson, right? Another that'll help. Like they have sleep aids now. Like you've heard of Vicks, NyQuil, and Dayquil, right? So years ago, before they came out with ZQuil, which is a derivative of NyQuil and Dayquil. Whenever I would take NyQuil, if I was having a cold, if I had a cold and I was stuffed up, right? NyQuil knocks you out. 20, 30 minutes later, it makes you drowsy, so you just fall asleep. And what happened was, I didn't do this, but many people were abusing NyQuil even when they weren't sick, because it would make them drowsy and help them fall asleep. So what Vicks did, Vicks is a great company. They have a lot of great products. Don and I love Vicks. We have Vicks Vapor Bath crystals for our baths. We use our tissues, puffs, plus lotion with the scent of Vicks. Even our tissues have the scent of Vicks. Vicks is a great company. The ZQuil. You can order from Amazon and get it in the store. Order from Amazon. It's the cheapest. Look at ZQuil, ZQUIL, and it's considered a non-habit forming, sleep aid made from the makers of NyQuil and DayQuil. By a repair guy is a wonderful man. How you doing, man? What's up, Eli in chat? Hey, Raleigh, how you doing? Basamo, I can't see the name clearly there, but welcome to the show. I mispronounced it. I have edible. Is that edible? Hello, Raleigh, says Lucy. Hello, sickly, how you been? Hey, Raleigh, says AZ Prod. I'm sorry, I'm having a hard time reading the chat again. And it's just the sun is so bright. The sun is so bright. And the phone is dim because, again, it's hot. We'll get back to you in a second there, RJ. See, RJ, here's the thing. Duke Sparkle, welcome to Members Only Chat. Hey, welcome. Just so you know, that membership will only get you access to streams that I do out here that are publicly viewable, but have a members only live chat. Typically, when I do driving streams, at times, either by myself or with Don, we make them publicly viewable, but we do them as members only chats. Sometimes I'll do them on my walks, but rarely. But we do have, many other membership packages. You don't have to go for them, but the $4.99 package will get you members only live streams with Don and I only while the streams are live. And if you want access to the replays as well, the $9.99 package will also include the replays, the members only live streams, the members only live stream replays, and the members only live chats on publicly viewable streams. So just wanted to let you know what you got there, but thank you so much. Lucy with the $19.99 super chat. Jesus, Lucy. Oh my God, you're killing us. Oh my God. Send on our love. Of course. Oh gosh. I'm having a hard time. God, let me try to tap this thing. Bless you, Lucy, says AZ Prod. Lucy, thank you so much. Thank you to you, Police Johnson, as well. Again, I mean, you folks have been amazing. Thank you for your support. We look, RJ. Here's the thing. And you used to always say, "Here's the thing, Eli. Here's the thing." RJ, I've got clips of you that I could put out and make everyone laugh. Like the Dr. Robert clips, right? Those were some funny clips. Maybe I'll share them again. I think I re-uploaded one of them to BitChute. I'm not putting any crap on YouTube because I'm not going to get shut down on even on a stock account because I would be circumventing. I'm not going to even risk it. So anything that I do that's a little funny and risque is going to be on BitChute, Rumble, or somewhere else. And I'll just share the links on the community wall, right? But you remember those Dr. Robert days, right? Right, RJ? Because he used to troll you too. Dr. Robert used to troll you. And he pissed you off really bad one time because he was trolling your friend Lucrezia, the woman that runs the Learn Italian with Lucrezia channel, right? Remember that, RJ? RJ, you and I had a lot of fun together. We could have more fun again. And I'll tell you, these people here would love you. And here's the thing, RJ, I'm still willing, even though I'm not a rich man, RJ, things are tight, but I'll scrape up the money and I'll pay for your StreamYard every month, RJ. What is it, $20 a month? I'll pay. I've been telling this guy that I'll pay for his StreamYard because he has the free version. It only gives him 20 hours. And you burn through that quickly, right? I'll pay for your StreamYard, RJ. If you finally let me. There are so many things that we are willing to do for you because we see the value in you. We truly appreciate you and respect you for who you are. Why can't you see that, bro? I don't know what it's going to take, right? He's a pretty good dude. I heard it was all a misunderstanding. Are you talking about RJ? I like that guy. Yeah. Was he a real doctor? Hang on a second. I have about 25 YouTubers videos on my hard drives that I've saved over the Raleigh, because you and I both have fiber. You said you have fiber. And Raleigh, I've always had that same program you've had where you can download an entire channel very fast. You know. Yeah, I've had to download some channels lately, right? With like 50, 55 videos. Having that program to download an entire channel and having fiber, I literally downloaded some woman's entire channel just in case I need it, because I knew she was going to put stuff to private. I literally downloaded the whole channel in high quality 1080p in like 2 minutes or less. It was insane, Raleigh. You know what program I'm talking about, right? That lifetime license was the best money ever spent. No, you're right, because without the license, you're limited to 10 downloads a day, right? The lifetime license, Raleigh, tell me this. You click you put the channel link in there, you click one fucking button, download entire YouTube channel, and boom, it goes to work. Now, the speed depends on your internet connection, but damn, dude, we both have fiber. We literally, we don't have to do any work, Raleigh. You put the link in there, you hit download channel, and boom, you got the whole thing. It's all titled and everything, right? Raleigh, I'm really glad that I think we're going to become good friends, Raleigh. Listen, Raleigh, the past is the past, but we got a lot of stuff in common, and I think us working together on some stuff, we can help a lot of people, and also both together bring in some extra money for us and other people too. We want to help people, right? 100% correct. You can take the link off the channel and put it in the system. Walk away, the whole thing will be downloaded, and it creates a nice file system of the thumbnail and all the details. Right. Yeah. You see, Raleigh, we download that stuff in case, see, Raleigh, you and I are the type of people, like, we don't want to sue anyone. We're not looking to take action on anyone, right? But we don't know what other people are going to do, and we want to have all of our ducks in a row, right? We want to be prepared for the inevitable. But yeah, Raleigh, I remember you were telling me about that years ago. I looked into that, and yeah, that's the best. If you do YouTube like we do it, Raleigh, and you're dealing with some lunatics out here, that is the best investment ever, man. You're right. You're right about that. Hats off to you, dude. I gotta give you that one tenfold, 100-fold, a millionfold. Let's come up to the observation deck real quick because there's nobody here right now. Give me a second, I'll be right back. All right, we are back live. Please put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me, and you can see the front camera as I'm going up to the observation deck. I'll get to the chat in just a second. The breeze is nice up here. I got the water here. I got the water up here. Oh, man, I don't want to leave this spot. This is the best spot. It's so cool right here, man. Look at that. The water's right there. Thank you so much, Carolyn Lynn. Eli, you have the place to yourself. I do. You know why? Because no one's walking in almost 100-degree weather. Come rain, come shine. Lucy, come rain, come shine. I've I've wet my microphone before, and I've I'll walk in any damn weather. It doesn't matter. Come rain, come shine, cold, hot, extremely hot, doesn't matter. I've got the whole place to myself. You're right. Yeah. Hey, Coach, did you hear Pedro got his DoorDash account back? Nope, I didn't. So now he's going to remain Pedro DoorDash Santiago, right? He's going to continue on. Oh, dude, what? How much you want to bet this was all a hoax? I mean, wow. I didn't hear, dude. Anyway, more power to you, Pedro. You do you, bro. You keep on creating that fluffer nutter content. Hello, Tia. How you doing? Hey, everyone. Hey, hey, Tia says, is that Grisapo? I can barely see it here. Let me try to come to an area that's a little bit more shady. Giuseppe, I think is what it is, right? That's actually pretty smart. If one of your friends becomes famous, you got a little extra income as long as you don't go spilling the beans. Oh, what do you mean by that, Giuseppe? More specific, please. Hey, Lynn chat. Hope everyone is doing well this evening. Hey, Carolyn Lynn. I'm just going back now that I can somewhat see the chat here. He's a pretty good dude. I heard it was all a misunderstanding. Yeah, I read that earlier. With RJ, I don't know. Hey there, TS. Is Lucy. Yeah, thank you again for the 1999 super chat, Lucian, for the 199 super chat. Let me see here. Felice Johnson, Bussy Breacher, awesome. Yeah, I checked out your channel the other day. You seem to be a cool dude, man. We would listen, dude. We would love if you're still around. You know, if you're looking to grow your channel, I'd love to help you, man, free of charge. Just, we could do some shows together. If we can get RJ Sandefur back, RJ's a great host too. Like, I don't even want to call RJ a co-host. I want to call RJ like a second host because I think we could call each other co-hosts, right? RJ and I, we co-host great shows together. We talk about a lot of interesting life stuff and it's great entertainment because when him and I get together, it's just I think RJ and I bring out the best in each other. And see, RJ, that's the thing, man. Just think about what I'm saying here, dude. Put the other group off to the side for at least a second, dude. I'm not trying to create any issues. But we're a good team, dude. And if you came over here, we could do shows and we would get more views than everybody. And it's not even about that. It's about working together on something that was just meant to be, dude. Some things are just meant to be. Some things just work. And you and I work, man. We always have. And that's why they keep knocking us down. Why not stop them from knocking us down anymore, RJ? Why not just stand up for yourself and let's grow this thing together, dude? Seriously, man. Now, I saw the post. See, I still watch everything. I don't care. They can ice me out. If I need to talk about shit that they're doing to people I care for, I will. I don't care, right? But the bottom line is, that one woman, the Hunt woman, okay? She posted on her community wall that she got your email and she would love to interview you at some point. What's she going to interview you on? And what are you going to get? Here's the thing. What are you going to get being on her channel? She's a drama channel. And And unless you want more drama on your channel, that's her audience. Her audience is still the Coach Eli haters. Even though technically they're trying to ice me out, her audience is the Coach Eli haters. It's the hate group. So what are you going to get out of that, bro? Seriously, honestly, what are you going to get by going on her show? Go on her show if you want, but you're not going to get anything out of it. You're going to be leveraging drama, shit, disturbing people. Do you not understand that? I'm not telling you to not go there. I'm just sharing with you that the value of going there is slim to none. More so on the none side. There's no value. The value you would get here, we got a great new audience. We've got supportive people. And we're going places, and we want to take you on that ride along with us, RJ. I'm still working. I'm going into lurk mode again. All right, man. You can look up the name. You can look the name up on the internet, but I think I'm going to change it to his short name. I'm glad Pedro got his DoorDash back. I got bored of his Walmart Spark content. Well, dude, his entire arsenal of content is boring. Dude, the DoorDash content has been played out, your T. What's there left to go with it? I mean, you take orders that make sense. I would not take anything less than $3 per mile, and I probably wouldn't go any more than 4 or 5 miles, because then you got to go back the same way that you went to the delivery to get back to your hotspot, right? It's about making smart choices. You take orders that are profitable and you decline ones that are not. And then you got to look at, where your orders are going to before you accept them. And you got to know your area. I know my area very well. Like, I was very, very picky. I did well for the 3.5 months. I did very well. But then I got out because my car was just, starting to take a toll on it. Starting to take a toll on my car. It really takes a toll on your car. And unless you have a beater that you can repair cheaply and you know how to do it yourself, it's not sustainable long term. Pedro has an older car, and he has a family member that's a mechanic. So he's all good, but most people don't have that luxury, you know what I mean? Check the chat here real quick. Mr. Dementia, Lindsay has to say sorry. Oh, I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Dementia. Is that a ploy at Joe Biden? Mr. Dementia? It's all good. Welcome to the show. Yeah, I was listening to his show, and then she popped on. She's always like really rude. Like she's like a loudmouth, like a very loudmouth, ignorant type of woman. Like, just, she doesn't come off like the most feminine sounding woman. Like, if you're gonna enter a panel and just spaz out like she does, I mean, that just says a lot about the type of person she is. A lot of women nowadays are just lacking femininity. They're just coming off very rough, and it's just very annoying, and it's very unattractive to men like myself when women behave that way. That's something that Dawn and I talk about all the time, and Dawn agrees with me for the most part, but even sometimes Dawn has her moments when I say stuff like that. But for the most part, Dawn's like, yeah, it's like, I want to be more feminine. I am feminine, but sometimes, like in today's world, if us women don't stand up for ourselves, we're going to get run over. I said, I get that, babe, but still, don't try to act so masculine to the point of where it belittles your man, makes him feel like he's not the man anymore. That's the problem nowadays. It's the emasculation of men by women. It destroys a man's ego. It destroys what a man was meant to be, our purpose. You know what I mean? She apologized to James for being late. All right, we're still good. All right, let's continue here. So RJ, there's so much that we can do. So much that we can do. And here's the thing, RJ. Let me make it very clear to you. Mr. James is icing me out, and I want to ice him out too. We are icing him out, but in order for you to understand the context of what I'm saying here, RJ, I have to mention it. So, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. When it comes, whether people ice me out or not, I will make my own success. This is what I want to make very clear here. The fact that James is icing me out and his group is icing me out is irrelevant to my success. All I ever want them to do is stop using my content. That's it. They can talk about me all they want. But rebroadcasting my content was the problem. So, I never had a problem with them talking about me. I had a problem with them stealing my content, right? But now, because using my content's been the problem, he's not going to even talk about me, because even talking about me technically brings me more advertising space, right? And he's probably right about that. But here's the thing, James, I'm going to keep growing with or without you. It doesn't matter. People are still interested in what's going on over here. And it's going to get even more interesting here, right? And right now, we only have, 38 people here, but there's the replay. Because you're live, your people will come here and watch afterwards. And then if she's rebroadcasting, if you're rebroadcasting, then I'm going to go live later on. And we're going to have a nice chat. We're gonna go more into deeper detail on you, Tiff. If you're rebroadcasting again today, in the ways you've been doing it, audio only from a different device, then it's gonna be game on again, Tiff. Trust me. And let me put it to you this way, Tiff. The last time when I called you out on your stuff, I was being very tame. This time I'm not gonna be as nice. This time. The gloves are going to be really off. The last time the gloves were only halfway off. I said the gloves were off, but they were halfway off. This time, the gloves are all the way off. All the way off. Right? Because if you want to play that game with me, Tiff, if you think you're this master internet guru that's been doing this for a long time, I've been doing this for a long time too. And I've dealt with a lot more than you have, trust me. Yeah, you've done some dumb shit, Tiff. You've done some dumb shit that if I did what you did, I don't even know if I'd be able to show my face ever again. So the dumb shit you've done is far worse than me. But I don't think anyone's been more bullied, harassed, and attacked and ganged up on than myself. And that includes you. That includes you. So hey, if you want to play in my playground, Tiff, without my permission, you want to use my content, even if it's just on a different device, audio only, and you want to pull people that would be watching my content here, then we're going to go. We're going to keep going. We'll talk about you, and we're going to hit harder this time. You can call me little man. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Call me every name in the book. And I don't hate you, Tiff. I don't. But if this is how you're going to play the game, then I'll play the game better. She is acting like a leech. Is she doing it again? Jigwalk, is she broadcasting right now? She's got to be. Sorry I'm late. Jamie, can you forgive me, says Mr. Dementia. I listened to her for a few minutes. She sounds ridiculous when she reacts to your live streams. So is she on again live right now? Because she's been on every single day. I don't know if she's doing it now. Congrats on making peace with Jamie. I haven't made peace with Jamie. Richard T, here's the thing. You put words in people's mouths. There's no peace with Jamie. He made a decision to ice me out. There's no peace. When you try to make peace with that group, it's all fake. It's so that way they can silence you and they can keep talking about you without you getting in the way. You make peace with them one time and you figure out what their true colors are. So this is not about peace. This is his choice. It has not been profitable enough for him to talk about me. It's backfired on him. The Streisand effect has hit him. So he's making a choice to move away from me before he has nothing left because he was getting leverage to the brink. That's the truth of the matter. Now I heard the first part of his show. He's trying to sound like Mr. Nice Guy. Hey, I know there are a lot of you that were here for that other content. I hope you decide to stay, blah, blah, blah. Right? All right, dude. So all of a sudden you want to play Mr. Nice Guy. If you want to play Mr. Nice Guy, James, and apologize for everything you did to everyone that made you money at their expense, you should apologize. Come clean. People will respect you more. I might even start respecting you if you apologize, if you wholeheartedly, sincerely apologize. Now, you want to ice me out, it's all good. I wouldn't care if you responded one time. I wouldn't say, oh, you're not icing me out anymore. Let's see what you do. Dude, honestly, if you just come out and apologize to everyone that you played and took advantage of and used as fake instigated drama content to make money, if you apologize for the shit you've done, then maybe people will forgive you, and that would probably grow you pretty big. But see, here's the thing, James. You don't have the balls or the guts or tenacity to apologize at that level when that's what would double or triple or quadruple your business. If you fucking finally just suck things up and apologize to people instead of just never giving in. Like, you never give in, dude. I've apologized to people many times, including you and others. Even when I didn't make mistakes, I apologized just to try to make things right. But you never apologize to any of your actual victims, dude. You've apologized to your audience, but you've never apologized to your victims, right? You've apologized to people that were once donating to you, right? But you never apologized to people that you used to make lots of money off of. And those are people that never had donated to you necessarily. They were just a part of your stage for your content. Try it out, dude. Try it out and see what happens. Right now, in the position you're in, you should be willing to try anything to turn it around. That's just some good, solid advice there. Jigwalk, I have to agree. Lots of dirty style, says Tia. Hey, GLM. Hey, Eli. What were your dads late to? Well, you know what I'm talking about. All right, we are back live. Can you folks hear me? The iPhone overheated. I had to cool it off for a second. I was in the spot and the sun was hitting it directly. It is hot. I'm sorry, the iPhone overheated. Can you folks hear me and see me? Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me and see me. Thanks, Jig, for the reminder. Lately been forgetting. Please, everyone, smash the thumbs up. Yeah, thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah, I apologize. If it happens again, Just got to wait another couple, 2-3 minutes. It's a little bit cooler as I'm coming back on this spot, but back there, it was pretty warm in that spot. I think I'm going to be fine for the rest of the way. Anyway, so RJ, here's what I propose, RJ. You want to knock it out of the park? You want to turn things around? You want to show people who the real boss is? Because you're one of the real bosses, RJ. Together, you and I, we're a great team. And I don't know, you folks tell me in the chat, how many of you have seen RJ and I do shows before? And how many here would love to see RJ and I do another show like tomorrow or the next day? Like, RJ, have these people offered to help you grow like we have? We will help you grow. We will help you get to 1,000 subscribers and stay there. We can help you get monetized if you want, RJ. You just have to let us help you. You have to just allow us to to help you. Just have to allow us to help you, man. That's it. Give me a second. RJ seems cool. He just needs to get on the right side of things here, says Jigwalk. Come back, RJ, says AZ Prod. Tia says it's cold here in Wisconsin. I had to kick the heat on. It's in the fit. Really? During the summer? Wow. I can't say the same thing here, Tia. I'm hot as fuck. Pardon my French. Well, that didn't sound right. When I say I'm hot as F, I'm not talking about the looks wise. I'm talking about it's just hot from the sun, the heat. On YouTube, you got to be very careful because people take you out of context, right? Yeah, today is supposed to be the hottest day. It's going to be hot tomorrow, but a little less hot, and then it's going to start to really, start to cool off after that here in the Bay Area. Now, in the Central Valley area, they're going to have this heat wave going on, like for the next 10 days or so. Like Modesto, Stockton, Tracy, Lodi, Sacramento. If you know the Bay Area, or if you know California well, especially Northern California and Central California, like right in the valley. I mean, it's going to be hot for like the next 10 plus days, like 105 to 110 to 115 degrees plus hot. But here in the Bay Area, it's going to start to cool off again because we're right by the water, so we're fortunate. So I don't know how those people do it. I mean, we don't have AC at the house. One of these days, when I get the money, I'll put AC in the house. That's one thing that my dad didn't do. We have it set up, but we just don't have the compressor. And one day I'm going to buy the compressor when I get the money. I'll invest into a compressor and get some AC going. But where we live, honestly, it rarely gets this hot. And you don't really even need AC. It saves a lot of money on the utility bill, the PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric Company. We just use a bunch of Vornado fans, and you at least want to have the air circulating. But yeah, no, it's never gets overly hot. And we have good insulation, so it keeps a lot of the heat out. Whew, man. I'm beginning to feel this now. Let me see here real quick. Vornado's a good brand. Oh, Vornados are fantastic, man. I've been using Vornados for over 10 years now. Maybe 15 years. Yeah, Vornado's fantastic, especially sometimes Costco gets a good deal on Vornados. I'll buy them there. I mean, Amazon has them, and they're still an okay price. But if you can get a nice quality, a higher end Vornado at a really good price, like a Costco. Yeah, Don and I picked up 2 new Vornados for like $30 a piece. And normally they would go for like 60 elsewhere. Costco gets great deals on them. We picked a couple more up, and I already had a couple, so, you know, like on a day like today, we're running like fucking 5 Vornados. But even running 5 Vornados uses nowhere near the amount of power AC does. And it does a good job at circulating the air. Then keep the blinds closed and the windows closed, and you're good. You know, you'll keep the heat out, you'll circulate the air, and you'll get through the heat wave. And you won't have a massive utility bill because AC is expensive. I've had AC before at apartments I've lived at, and I'll tell you, when you use it, that bill goes up. Goes way up. Costco is king. That's true. That's true, GLM. It is. So, RJ, I'm going to throw this out to you. Okay? I'm sure you're going to watch this stream. And whether you respond or not, that's up to you. If you hear this tonight, RJ, you want to send me a Facebook Messenger message back, and let me know if you want to do a live stream tomorrow. We could do it right here on Coach Eli 2 Authentic Live Streams. And then we could do one on your channel, and then we could start to really rebuild that audience, RJ. And then if you want me to help you with your StreamYard, I can do that too, RJ. Or, RJ, you can come on my channel when you run out of StreamYard hours, and we can help you grow in the meantime. Now, you can always use your non-StreamYard program to do your streams when your StreamYard hours run out. But we can also bring you on to my panel, you and I, to help bring more people to your channel when you can't use StreamYard and you can only use the program that allows just you to come on until your hours come back. Or I can just help you get a paid StreamYard with unlimited monthly hours. You tell me what you want, RJ. We can make it happen. But I'll tell you, the whole point of the show, what really inspired me to do this, is I just started to sit down and think about what you and I relate to the most, and that's our family. That's the way that we were raised. And our fathers were very similar, and our fathers both passed away. And I always feel that connection's been special between us, RJ. And every time this group steps in and plays their game and manipulates you and persuades you to think I'm a big piece of shit, and then they flip you back over there, and they remind you so gracefully that remember what happened when we had to reach out to your aunt about your behavior. It's like, I would have never done that to you, RJ. That was just not right. I mean, honestly, RJ, that's just not right. And I think, honestly, RJ, that still kind of scares you to this day. And it shouldn't, RJ. Because, look, I don't wish the other side any harm. They can do what they want to do. But they should allow us to do what we want to do. And you should allow yourself to do what you want to do, RJ. You understand what I'm saying? I can smell the sulfur. It's smelling pretty bad right now. We're getting closer to the end. I'll check out the chat in just a second. It's a lot cooler right now. Like I feel the breeze hitting me. It feels like it's probably 75 to 78 degrees. Like it does not feel that hot right now because the light breeze coming off the water feels good. It's keeping me from sweating too. This is the perfect trail to walk on a freaking hot day. If I went to the park, I'd be sweating like a pig right now. Tia says, Eli, I really appreciate your Walking with Purpose lives. I look forward to them and always take something from them, whether there's drama or not. You know what, that Tia, and I'm sorry, I called you Patty one time yesterday. I heard the replay. I felt like shit. I'm so sorry about that, Tia. When Patty was around, I still don't think Patty's a bad person. I think she's just sucked into that other group like RJ is. I mean, I think a lot of these people fear getting smashed or, something else. They just fear some type of repercussion. But, I saw a lot of similarities between you and Patty, but I'm more so seeing that you know how to handle yourself better than Patty does. You have been through a lot probably too, Tia, and you've just learned to let shit go. You've learned to just say it is what it is, right? Sounds like he is into weird stuff. Eli, that's what Jigbok says. Jigbok furthermore says, Eli, if what Zycon says is true, maybe it's better to distance from RJ. What did he say? Oh, that's GLM. He had some ASMR. No, GLM. Stop it. I'm gonna disagree with you on that, GLM. That was role playing, GLM. GLM, honestly, I've said this before, I'll say it again. It's not true. GLM is just rehashing that, just as a funny. RG did not intend for it to be that way. That was just ASMR. Look, if I honestly felt RJ was really a bad person in that way, I wouldn't want to work with him. I would never put my name on the line for something like that. No. So take my word for it. GLM, you're entitled to your opinion. I disagree with you completely on that. I've heard it. I've heard the ASMR thing, and there's nothing on that leads me to believe that he's a weirdo on kids. He's not. That was a play on ASMR. That's all it was. Listen, I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I don't have a problem with it. It didn't sound weird to me. It was just regular ASMR. And RJ was just trying something new. I know RJ's intentions are never to come off that way towards children. But I understand, GLM. You have a child, and things are going to trigger you a lot more easily. And I get it, GLM. I'm not knocking you down. I understand why you're responding that way, but it's just, in my opinion, there was nothing really wrong with it. It was just ASMR. That's it. If I thought there was anything weird going on there with RJ, I wouldn't be standing up for him. I'll tell you that. I would not. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, Tia, was that Tia with the $20 super chat? I didn't notice that. Tia. Wow. Tia with the $20 super chat. Buy some water. I've got it in the car. Oh, are you Tia? All right, Tia. I know you've heard other people say that I walk this trail on hot days without water. That is true. But you know how I do it? Listen, because carrying water would be too heavy. I mean, I could put on a backpack. Dawn bought me a backpack where I could have a water tube on me. But I wouldn't want to drink too much water because I know I'm only going to be out here for like an hour and a half, and I'm fine. I drink a lot of water. I drink like a half a bottle of water right before I go on the trail. So I was not dehydrated. Now I'm getting close to being dehydrated. Now I'm not dehydrated, but I'm like almost, and I'm almost off the trail. So I've done it many times. I know it's not good, but, and Tia, I bought, somebody said, like, get Dawn a 24 karat gold salmon fillet or some shit like that. You guys were laughing at that in the comment section because these people like to play on anything. But I'll get Dawn something else. That's going to go to Dawn anyway. I mean, it's all going to go to Dawn. Whatever's coming through on this channel is going to Dawn until we figure out if she's going to be on disability or not. We got months to go. But thank you, Tia. But yeah, I bought. I found the best deal ever on Smart Water. We have a store called Lucky Supermarkets. They've been in California for ages, and they went away for a while, and then they came back. I love Lucky. And they had a deal where you could get a 6-pack of 1 liter Smart Water bottles that are normally $13.49. It's normally $13.49 for a 6-pack of 1 liter, the big bottles. That's still an okay price. They had them on sale for $4.99 for a 6-pack of 1 liter bottles. $4.99 when you buy in sets of 4. Limit to 2 sets. So I basically went to One Lucky and got 8 4-packs. Sorry, 8 6-packs, 48 smart water bottles. And then the next day I went to another neighboring Lucky and got 8 more. They barely had them in stock because it was a good deal. So I got 16 cases of 6 1-liter Smart Water bottles at $4.99 a case. So literally, you're looking at under $100 for 96 bottles of Smart Water. The 1 liter, the big ones, right? And we still have 14 cases left. All that water goes to Dawn, and I'll have one every now and then. Our tap water is really good, so I drink tap water. But Dawn, I got the Smart Water for Dawn, as part of her recovery. Oh, Tia, that was a hell of a deal. There are times where the Smart Water would go down to $9.99 or $8.99 for, a 6-pack of the 1 liters. It's, the big bottles, not the little, the big 1 liter bottles, right? But when the 6-pack of 1 liters went down to $4.99, I saw it. I look at the ads. I smart shop. I look at the ads that come out a week in advance. I knew that sale was coming, and I went there the first day. I'm like, shit, there they are. Hell of a deal. Now, lugging that shit in, Tia, that was not easy to bring them all in. But I have I bought a lot of bags, like catering bags and stuff, when I was doing DoorDash and Uber for 3.5 months. I bought a lot of bags, so those come in handy when I'm bringing in a lot of drinks and products. You could put them in the big catering bag, and it's heavy, but it saves you a trip. Saves you a bunch of trips. But again, thank you for your $20 super chat. Really appreciate it, and I really appreciate the fact that you enjoy these shows. I'm really happy that you do. That's what motivates me and inspires me to keep doing them. I've always said, and this is what I've learned, and it's the truth, that in order for you to run a successful business or YouTube channel or whatever, you've got to provide value to your audience. That has to come in some way, shape, or form. They either need to be entertained, they need to learn something, they need to be inspired, they need to feel good. They got to get something out of it. There's a reason why they come to your channel. And even if it's just to feel good, that's a good enough reason. There are channels that I watch solely on the fact that they make me feel good. And then there are channels I watch because I learned something new, or they're about YouTube tips, and they're I watch like Think Media. A great channel to watch is the Think Media podcast. Now, the Think Media channel does a lot of videos on, how to create videos and equipment to use and stuff like that. But the Think Media podcast channel, which is also run by Think Media and a guy named Sean Cannell, they've interviewed a lot of great creators, a lot of great, even newer creators. Now, they have some popular people too at times, but they primarily will interview the average everyday new creator that just started 6 months ago and already has 50K subscribers, or only has 20K subscribers, but they're making lots of money. How are they doing it? They share their stories, right? And so that's where the value is at, right? So I'm really glad, Tia, that you get some value in some capacity. Thank you for that. Oh, he's sneaking at my chat while he's streaming. Oh, he wants to see how I'm doing without him talking about me. Well, I'm sure Tiffany's streaming us. See, here's the thing. He's streaming, Tiffany's streaming, and we still have 29 people here. We've had around 30 the whole time. It's not a big deal. Not everyone can make it all the time. It's not a big deal. And thank you once again to Tia for your $20 super chat, to Lucy for your $19.99 super chat, and to Florence for your $1.99 super chat. We're at 42.52 because Florence is, I believe, was from another country. Give me a second here. Let me see here. Oh, there was Duke Sparkle. And where is it? Right there. So it was Fleece Johnson. Sorry, not Florence. Fleece Johnson. Sorry, Fleece. Busty Breacher or something like that. Breacher. Busty Breacher. Fleece Johnson. Go buy some water. Send Don some love. Thank you, ladies. And thank you, Fleece. Folks, please get your final questions, comments, or concerns in the chat. We're going to be going off the air in about 5 to 10 minutes. I'm going to go home and rest a bit. Don and I had Denny's for breakfast/lunch, and we have leftovers. We're probably just going to eat the rest of our Denny's and then call it a night. I was actually up early this morning. I did a brief stream. And then I'll tell you where I went now that I took care of it. I had to go down to the county assessor's office where I filed my fictitious business name for the GNA. Elias, Melas, DBA, January Never Association, or GNA for short. You have to, when you get a DBA, you have to publish your DBA in the newspaper for 4 weeks, 1 day each week. And then the newspaper has to provide proof to you, or provide proof to the county assessor's office. Because in California, you get your DBA through the county clerk's office, the county assessor's office, right? Our county assessor, his name is Mark Church. I did everything right, and the next thing you know, the newspaper that I advertised it in, I bought a package online. It was real simple to do. Make sure these guys aren't coming up here. I'm gonna wait and see where they go. Give me a second. And it only cost me, I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. It was really cheap to do. So I filled out the form, and then after the 4 weeks of the newspaper publishing my DBA, the newspaper submitted the proof to the county assessor's office here in San Mateo County, and they denied my proof because they said, that there's a mismatch of the address. And I look at it, and they highlighted my zip code is 94062. I put 94062-2828, which is the zip code +4. Everyone knows, at least most people know, that you have a 5-digit zip code, but you also have a 4-digit postal code at the end of that, and that's a legal part of your zip code. So they denied my proof because I added the 4-digit postal code, right? And I've been putting this off for about a month and a half or so. I knew I had time, but I made an appointment. I went down today. I talked with a nice lady there, and I said, no, if I have to redo this, no problem. I said, but this is kind of nitpicky. And she goes, yeah, it is kind of nitpicky there. Let me go talk to my supervisor, and let me see if I can take care of this. So she goes, talks to the supervisor. She goes, yeah, no problem. This is just, something just wasn't right that day, and apologize for that. This is a legal zip code. It's your zip code plus the postal code, the +4, and I'll stamp it for you right here. I made 2 copies, so she didn't even have to make me a copy. She stamped my copy, and now I've got my DBA, Elias Melas DBA, January Networking Association, or GNA for short, legally registered for the next 5 years. You renew it every 5 years. It's like 30 or 40 bucks. I can't remember. It's like 30 bucks or something like that. So, yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. I was taking care of that. So I got up early, did a stream before that. Check out that stream in case you missed it. There were some other things I talked about there. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm really hoping that Tiffany moves on and stops doing these stupid rebroadcasts. If not, then Tiffany, unfortunately, we're going to have to go toe-to-toe. Because I'm realizing now out here on YouTube, people won't stop until you stand up to them publicly and make them stop. And honestly, I think that's the only reason why we're here, because if I never stood up to these people, and I did a lot, I'm tired, I did a lot, I'm not trying to say I'm all that, but I had to stand up to them day after day after day for months straight, calling out their crap, and then they finally just gave up. And it was like, literally like 200 against 1. Like all these people coming at one man. Oh, Vin S here with the $4.99. What happened to your main account? Was it banned? Vin S, is your main account banned? Because I'll unban it. We had a rogue mod. Thank you for the $4.99 super chat, brother. Vin S, is your main account banned? Hey, Coach. How you doing? I can't read your channel name. Thank you so much, Vin S, for the $4.99. Howie, yes, no person is streaming you. No one is. This is your full support. Oh, okay. So you're basically trying to support the Legion and say that you suck, Eli. We're not streaming you, so you have no excuse if your numbers go down. We still had a good show. We still got super chats. We still had a good amount of people here. No ban, all good. Other issues. Don't like all the privacy issues. Oh, okay. So you were not banned. You're just coming, Vin S. You're coming in on a different account, on your own will. So just to make it clear, Vin S, you didn't get banned by a rogue mod or anything. You're just choosing on your own to come back on a different account. I want to make sure, bro, because we got to take care of the people. Oh man, look at how calm. It's nice and cool right here. Look at that. Look at that. I could literally stand here for the next hour and just breathe in the air and just be happy. It's very nice and cool right here, right off the water. Correct, says Vin S. Oh man, this is beautiful, man. Great scenery, Coach. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this is Bear Island. So this is basically the beginning of the SF Bay. This is where people will dock their boats. These are the wetlands which enters the SF Bay. So Now, some people that live in these apartments, there are actually some homes out here too. They dock their boats here, but some people that don't even live in this area dock their boat here. They'll live in a different part of Redwood City or a neighboring city around here, and they just pay to dock their boats here. But man, I'm just like, after that 3.5 mile walk, pretty warm, nice and chill right here. Looking at the palm trees. Let me see here. Thank you again to everyone. 4751 in Super Chats today. I mean, you know, let me keep the camera on the front here so you folks can see the scenery. Again, Don and I are very, very grateful and thankful. And I think Don and I are going to do our next members only show on Thursday, maybe tomorrow or Thursday. I'll talk with Don and see one of these next 2 days. We're going to do another members only. She's feeling a lot better. And she's actually been eating a lot lately, so I've been very happy. Like, her medication has not been affecting her as badly. It comes and goes in spurts, you know. But we're very grateful and thankful. I'm the kind of guy that can never thank people enough. I may sound like a broken record thanking people, but, like I keep saying, whoever thought that, you could, get a camera or a smartphone and create video, pre-recorded or live on YouTube, and people could send you money and support you monetarily and just support you in general. But the fact that, people value this enough to give us creators a living, I mean, it's just mind-blowing to me. It is. I don't take it for granted. I really appreciate it. Look at that sun over there, man. What a hell of a view. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to show off my area, but that's a fucking hell of a view. Just tell me it isn't. And you know what I noticed now? YouTube is starting to broadcast mobile streams from the mobile app in 1080p. You can actually you can go to advanced settings on your mobile phone and change it to 1080p. Before, it used to only be 720p for mobile streams. Now, they go up to 1080p. You need an Apple Watch to monitor and track the walks. Well, I could do that on the iPhone while we're live. But yes, I do probably need to get an Apple Watch. Dawn has a Samsung watch. Dawn has a Samsung Galaxy, and she has a Samsung watch. I do probably need to get an Apple Watch. That wouldn't be a bad thing. You're probably right. But I mean, I could also do it from the iPhone too. But it'd be easier from the wrist, because I could tell you folks the stats while I'm walking, while I'm live. So yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Got to bring the dogs here one of these days. Except here's the thing. Villas at Bear Island residents and their pets only. It's only for the residents. Now, here's the thing. I don't think they would really give a shit if we brought our dogs here, but I'm the kind of person that I'm a stickler for rules. And I wouldn't, if I lived here, I wouldn't want people from the outside bringing their dogs. But this is just a really, I mean, if I was going to live in an apartment out here and money wasn't an issue and I didn't want to buy a house, I just wanted to live in a nice apartment, this is where I would live. The villa's right here. Then I would have a boat. There's a dog park here for the dogs. Right? I mean, what more do you need, right? And this part is secluded because it's on the other side of Highway 101. Like, there's only one way in and one way out of here, which is good and bad because let's say, there's a crash on the road and it blocks the road, or something happens to the road and you're stuck on this island here. Like, this is technically like an island. Well, they call it Bear Island. This is like an island. It is. So if that one road in and out gets blocked or gets messed up, you're stuck. Let me start heading back here, and then we're going to really wrap it up. RJ Sandefur. Come on, my friend, dude. Look, I'm not looking to cause any issues. There's so much greatness to be created, RJ. If you, RJ, get over your fear of these people doing something wrong to you, they're not going to do anything wrong to you, RJ. Like, they're going to do their own thing. Look, these people aren't necessarily, they're not bad people necessarily. Have they done some things that I don't agree with and I think are pretty messed up? Sure, right? But I don't hate any of them. And they're not going to mess with you in real life, RJ. They led you to believe that because that was their way of gaining control. You know, a lot of them were getting paid, at least back then, and they were still getting paid. Maybe they finally stopped getting paid now, or not enough anymore. They were all getting paid to make content on me, and part of what they were getting paid for is to destroy every connection that I made. That included you. That's why I went back and forth so many times. Now, RJ, I'm not trying to drive you crazy. I'm not trying to, you know, get you to say, oh, Eli, you can't let it go. I've let it go, dude, but that's the truth. That's what happened, RJ. That's what happened because I never, ever, ever wanted to part ways from our friendship. We've always had something good. But the common denominator every time has been the man and the woman. You know which woman it is, and you know which man it is. It's been those two. And now they have a third wheel, the On the Hunt channel, right? The On the Hunt channel is friends with that woman, right? So, I mean, look, I wish them all the best, RJ, and you should too. But honestly, what kind of content do you think you're going to create with them, and where's it going to get you? And what audience is that going to bring you to your channel? You're a God-loving man like myself. Do you really want those types of people on your channel as a God-loving man? I mean, if you do, more power to you. Go do interviews with them and see what happens, right? Or reach out to me later tonight, tomorrow, and let me know if you want to go live on my channel at some point tomorrow or the next day. We're going places, RJ. We'd like for you to go places with us. We're leaving 28 in the box, 13 thumbs up. Thank you to all the super chats. Thank you to everyone for being here. I might be back later tonight, or I might not. At some point, depending on what Tiffany does, at some point I may be addressing her again soon. And if I have to address her again, this time it's going to not be as nice. And, you know, I really would prefer to be nice. Jigwalk says, please everybody smash a thumbs up. Thank you, Jigwalk. Beautiful and serene. Yes, thank you, Tia. That's why I've been lagging to go off the air because I'm really thirsty actually, but my car is right around the corner. It's right around over there. But it's nice and cool right here, right off the water. And it's peaceful. So, anyway, thank you, everyone. Have yourselves a good one. Take care, and as always, be good to each other.